Now, in this video, we will going to discuss about methodological evolution in product design. First thing is, a traditional product design and development process involves a well-structured step-by-step process, with each step required to be completed before the subsequent steps could begin. That means it is a step-by-step procedure. What is meaning of that? Suppose if I want to do the production, so the production will come first. Then after the production is over, then the parts will going to be assembled. Once the assembly is over, then it comes to the packaging department. Start functioning only one after the other, or only after the design is complete. So we cannot have the concurrent. That means multiple activities cannot be done simultaneously. It is impossible. So it is the methodological evolution. That is the reason why it is called methodological evolution on product design. So that means it is a step-by-step process. The increased complexity and challenges in designing products and production systems due to more changeable customer demands, frequent product updates, plan for life cycle design, and the requirement for resource efficiency have revealed the inadequacy of the sequential structure of the design and development process. So by doing so, what happens? It becomes complexity, increased complexity and challenges in design products. Today the market is fluctuating very, very fast. That means changeable the customer demands. Then there will be a frequent product updates. There will be the market will continuously be changing. Naturally, the product updates will be fast. Plan for life cycle design and the requirement for resource efficiency so becomes very, very complex, and thereby it revealed the inadequacy of the sequential structure. So we cannot have the sequential structure in product design. So it is typically limited of two types of disadvantages. So by doing so, that is the sequential step, by doing sequential step-by-step process, there are two disadvantages. One is prolonged development times due to the sequential nature of the different functions. So because of because of the sequential nature, the product development times becomes very, very complex. So that means it is taking more time. Limited capacity for product improvement because of the poor communication between various functions. Because once you have the sequential process, so it has to be completed one after the other. Even the communication, even if you do that, it will not be helpful because the production is already completed. So therefore, it becomes the poor communication. So because of poor communication between various functions, consequently, reduced and fragmentary information flow. Reduce means literally it will not having any information flow. That means there will not be have any feedback from whatever you have been able to do it. So this is the problem with the methodological evolution in product design. The rigid sequential structure in traditional product design is thus supplemented by two new methodological contexts providing for simultaneous and closely interactive design action of analysis and synthesis regarding all the phases of product development. Because of this, what happens? The methodological contexts have been changed. So therefore, we will going to have an interactive, closely interactive design actions. This is within the organization with analysis and synthesis. What is that? Analysis is the one which will going to conduct the various possible product design requirements, and the synthesis, which is the best method we wanted to adopt. So all these things can be done. The two approaches in this regard are concurrent engineering. So what is that concurrent engineering? Simultaneous or integrated or life cycle engineering. And then second one is design for X. So that is within brackets DFX. First one we are going to consider now. Concurrent engineering, which is also called simultaneous engineering. As the name itself indicates, It is a method of designing and developing products in which different stages run simultaneously or work at the same time within brackets, which is concurrently rather than sequentially. So that means while developing itself, we will going to divide it into a number of sections, and each section will be carried out simultaneously. So what happens thereby, we will going to reduce the time of the product design. So simultaneously or work at the same time rather than going through sequential. It aims at full harmonization between the increase in product quality and the reduction in development times and costs through a structuring of product development that involves a large team conducting simultaneous and interconnected analysis and synthesis actions in relation to all the phases of development. So full harmonization between the increase in product quality. So as we have divided into subsections, and each subsections work simultaneously, and there has to be a proper communication between them. So if you do like that, then what is the advantage of that? There will be a reduction in development times. That means the time taken to develop the product is reduced. And also because of this, what happens, once the time is reduced, naturally the cost will also come down through a structuring of product development that involves large team conducting simultaneous and interconnected analysis and synthesis. So we do the analysis simultaneously, and which is the best method we will going to adopt, that is the synthesis in relation to all the phases of development. For example, production engineers need not wait until the design work is completed. Instead, they can work in parallel, suggesting changes for cost-effective and simpler production method and steps for efficient design. So what is the advantage? Suppose if the product designer is developing the product, so the production engineer can also be involved in that product design. What happens? The production engineer will know how to manufacture that product. He will be having an idea. So he will going to put in his idea in that product design itself. So thereby what happens? You will going to get the good quality manufacturing, good quality manufacturing process. So good quality process can be incorporated by communicating with the production engineer, with the product designer, and parallel suggestion changes for cost effective and simpler production methods and steps for efficient design. So when you take up the cost impact of decision with in the vertical axis, and the concept of development, detailed design, planning, tooling and manufacturing, as the cost of compact, when we increase the number of department works in the simultaneously, then what happens? The cost of impact will start reducing and it will comes to the minimum. So product decisions will be there, and also the production decision will be there, and the management will going to have a direct control, and the production optimization. So which is the best method will going to be optimized value we will be able to arrive at. So this is the plot. When you do the plotting with reference to the cost impact with the development manage with the concept to the manufacturing time, so the cost will going to be drastically, it will going to be reduced. The foundations of concurrent engineering are frequently represented by several essential principles summarized in the following points: highlighting the role of production process planning and its influence on the decisions of the product process, emphasizing the multidisciplinary dimension of the design team engaged in the product development process, paying greater attention to customer demands and satisfaction, considering the reduction of development times and off time to market as factors of product success and competitiveness. So then what are the characteristics of this concurrent engineering, that is the parallel simultaneous development? So the advantages we have, it reduces the product design and development time, obviously, because we have simultaneous working of the product design. limits product redesign. So thereby, since we have the communication, regular communication, therefore redesign will going to become reduced, thereby allowing the products to reach the customers in less time and less cost. Because by doing all these things, what happens, the time taken to develop the product will going to become less. So naturally, once the time will be reduced, naturally the time cost will going to be reduced, so that the product will reach the customer very, very fast. Then comes enhances the productivity through early discovery of design related problems, because the communication between the departments is more. So naturally, the redesigning or the design early discovery of design problems can be taken care of, which can be rectified soon rather than at a later stage in the development process. The reduction in time to market helps gain advantage over their competitors. That means if you are able to deliver the product to the market within less possible time, naturally you will going to have the advantage over your competitor. Facilitate rapid response to fast changing consumer demands. So as the market is fluctuating fast, so naturally we can cope up with that particular requirement. Improves product quality through enhanced design and manufacturing. Facilitates the teamwork. So by doing so, what happens, the teamwork will going to be it will going to support the teamwork very well. So then what are the limitations? The limitations are concurrent engineering can be effective if all the design activities are performed in a parallel manner and the decision making among different groups are integrated. So that means the main disadvantage here or the limitation is, suppose if there is no proper communication among the departments, then this will going to be a failure. Requires effective computer system for data transfer and organization integration. That means the initial cost of involvement of the computer systems is more for data transfer and organizational integration. A minor mistake in any stage can impact all the stages or teams working with the product. That means in all the stages we should be having a proper communication, and if anyone has committed a mistake in that particular product, that will going to have a direct impact on all other stages. So we have to be very, very careful because of the simultaneous involvement in the development of the product design. So in the next video, we will going to talk about design for X system. Thank you.